Hello and welcome back. I've decided to do an edit on an image of Corfe Castle, and the reason why I've decided to do this is because I didn't actually vlog it on the day that I took the shot. It was at the end of a 30-hour journey down to Dorset, visiting 5 locations in all, from getting there late on Friday night and coming back Sunday morning. So there was a lot of effort made in there. It was very early sunrises, very late sunsets, and then getting up again for sunrises, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, etc, etc, etc. So this was the last morning, and I just didn't feel like vlogging it, to be honest. So what I thought was I'd do an edit instead, and then probably show you some more images that I took on that morning. Not many, but I did achieve 1 or 2 nice ones, and one that I'm really, really proud of actually. And it's not of Corfe Castle. So we actually slept near the car park at Corfe Castle in the vans. We got up at 3 o'clock again, and by about 4 o'clock I was up the side of the mountain, 4:15, ready for sunset at around 5 o'clock. So I was there a good 3/4 an hour before. And what we did notice that the crescent moon was right above the castle, so I thought I'd try and incorporate that before the sun rose. Obviously we've hoping for a little mist and fog to come in. That didn't happen, but there was a little bit of mist and fog and haze in the distance where I did capture a couple of images. So let's get into editing this, and let me know what you think. So I'm going to choose this image of Corfe Castle. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the highlights right down, and me doing that I can see I've got some dust spots on the lens, as always. We're going to bring the shadows up so we can see that nice castle, and that's already quite nice. I'm going to bring the exposure down just a little bit, like so we can bring that foreground out even more, and then deal with some other issues. One of the issues is we've actually got a car coming in on this left hand side, so what I'm actually going to do is crop that out, because I don't want that bit anyway. I want the castle pretty much in the middle, so I'm going to crop that out like so. We're going to just ease the whites down a little bit to there, so nothing's actually blown out, and that's quite a nice scene as it is. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove these dust spots, and I'm just going to do that in Luminar because it's easier. So we're just going to Luminar, remove dust spots, that'll do its thing, apply, job done. Okay, so we've done that. The next thing I'm going to do is, we probably don't have to denoise it actually, because it's pretty good. We'll see at the end. And I quite like the lights down in the town there, but I don't like that light on the right hand side. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually remove some light. All we need to do is select the remove tool, draw over the area that we want to remove, analyse that, add to it, because we want to add to that, like so, and apply. Now when you add in, what you've got to watch is, or when you're selecting it, will try and select a subject. It might not select all that you want it to, so make sure it does, and if it doesn't, then add that little bit more to it. That's selected that. It's actually done a real nice job, so I'm quite happy with that. Just remove the lights from there. I'm going to keep the lights in the like I say, in the town. I don't want to remove anything else, so the next thing I'm going to do is actually do some general adjustments, some colour grading, etc. So we'll do some more adjustments. I'm going to bring up the blacks, a little bit. I'm going to drop the DAs slightly and drop the texture slightly, like so. And then to give it a little bit more punch, we're going to go to the curves, bring that down again, the shadows, up the highlights slightly, like so, and that's starting to bring it quite nice. Okay, so we'll just zoom out a little bit and have a look at things. I want to bring more sunlight into this image. I want to bring these colours out on this left hand side. So what I'm actually going to do is we'll go down to the colour grading, pick the highlights. We're just going to up the hue to a nice orange red colour, and then we're going to bring up that saturation quite a bit. We're going to keep going, till we like it. Now we'll just have a look before and after, and that's done a real nice job. So what I'm going to do now is select the mid-tones, pick a similar saturation colour, and we're just going to really bring that colour out. Oh, I like that, I like that. I'm also going to bring up the luminance on that a little bit, like so. And then shadows, we're going to go very gentle on the shadows, but we're going to pick a nice blue colour and just up the saturation just slightly. Now if you have a look at the difference in that, it's massive, and it really does look like the sun will be coming up very shortly. Fantastic, love that. So just to enhance them colours again, we're going to go to saturation, and we're going to up the oranges a fair bit, up the yellows, and we're going to up the reds a little bit as well. There's a little bit of red in there. Okay, I'm also going to up the blues slightly, and what that does is bring that nice blue night sky back into play. That looks quite nice. Just going to try and create some sort of vignetting, if you like, and I'm going to do that with some grad masks. So I'm just going to bring this up from this corner here, because we don't really want his eye to come to that corner. I'm just going to drop the exposure down slightly there. Again, we're going to come to the right hand corner, and we're going to come to there, and we're just going to drop that down in that corner, and then we're just going to work on the sky a little bit. So what I'm going to do is we'll select sky, like so. Now if you can see that, if we can zoom in, it's actually selected part of the land. So what I'm going to do is just try intersect with sky again, and I'm hoping it's going to do a better job of the selection. Let's just come back out. That's done a lot better job of the selection. So with that, I'm going to drop down the exposure, but I'm going to add a little bit of warmed colour. Let's just have a look. That's probably too much. Just bring that down a little bit. Something like that. I like that. I like that. And then if we add a grad, which its shortcut is M on the PC, I'm going to add a grad into there. We're going to drop that down again, and then we're going to add another grad, and we're just going to build this nice darker sky on the right hand side a little bit more, like so. I'm going to add one more. So that's fantastic. Just making it come out just that little bit more. That is really nice. I want to just bring that castle out a little bit more if I can. Definitely going to keep the lights in there, but I don't want it too distracting. So I just want to bring the highlights of the castle out. I'm just trying to think of a way I can do that, and I'm probably going to get a radial filter for that. We'll just go over the castle like so, bring it forward a little bit where it's where the light's hitting. We'll bring up the exposure just a little bit and add a little bit of colour to that. Let's just choose a better colour, a little bit warmer red. That's it, here we go. Just drop that back off a little bit. And I'm gonna, with that mask, I'm going to subtract luminance and pick a darker area. And then what that'll do, if I just overdo that, all that will do is affect the highlighted areas and give that a little bit more punch somewhere there. And if we just switch that on and off, it really has brought the castle out quite a fair bit. Just going to adjust it down. Just bring that down there. Probably bring it a little bit closer actually. There we go. Just adjust that there. Just have another look at that. That's really, really nice. I'm quite happy with that. The only thing I'm going to do now is just do a little bit of sharpening. So if we go down to the sharpening tab, if we just up it a little bit, press Alt on the keyboard, slide it up to where we want it sharpening, which is the white areas there. Whack the detail up, drop the radius, and then just up the sharpening. Like somewhere there. Fantastic. I'm just going to come out a little bit. I think I can darken this corner up a little bit more. So again, we'll just grab another grad and we'll just overlay that last one. Just drop it down a little bit more. And the other thing I'm going to do is get a radial filter just in this area here. And I'm just going to drop that down. So, brilliant. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another radial filter and I'm going to make it quite big where the sun is rising up from, somewhere there where that light's coming from, and then I'm going to drop down the clarity, drop down the DAs and the clarity just a little bit, and I'm going to again add a little bit more colour, a punch to that beautiful red sky. And if we'll just have a look at that, oh yes, I like that. That is fantastic. I'm so happy with that. From an image that was something around from there to there is quite amazing. The other thing I did forget to mention is if you are interested in online tutorials, I do them. If you visit my website or message me, we can arrange that. That starts at £15 an hour, and the first quarter an hour or so, getting all prepared and ready, is free. So the first hour is an hour and a quarter. And if you attend one of my workshops, then you can have an hour free if you decide to take that up and review some of the images that you took on that day, let's say, that can come in ever so handy. Workshops are available all year round, 7 days a week. We can do group workshops, so if there's more than one of you that's interested in a workshop, then we can arrange something there as well. And I will be arranging a group workshop in Snowdonia, probably beginning of September or mid-September. So if you're interested in that, and we're going to offer that at a reduced rate as well, and that'll be like a group workshop of 4 clients. So that's another thing I'll be offering in the future. That'll be on the website as well. If you register, if you subscribe to the website, you'll get all the information of that, and any upcoming events and offers and all that stuff that you can access first. You can also access the members area on YouTube, where you'll get tutorials similar to this, from 1-minute tips to 20-minute tutorials, and that is literally just for members only. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys soon.